Доброго дня!
Вітаємо, друзі!
Today we'll talk about the holidays and celebrations in Ukraine.
There are 11 officially recognized days off when Ukrainians observe both religious and secular holidays.
Let's take a look.
Here are the dates of the official days off in Ukraine.
Новий рік,
Міжнародний жіночий день.
Великдень,
День праці.
День пам'яті та перемоги над нацизмом у Другій світовій війні.
Трійця.
День Конституції України.
День української державності.
День Незалежності України.
День захисників і захисниць України.
Різдво Христове. It is important to mention that the dates of some holidays were changed or moved as of recently due to the political reorientation of Ukrainian people and government.
For instance, instead of the Soviet Victory Day on May 9th, Ukraine joined the European community in commemorating the Day of Remembrance and Victory over Nazism in the World War II.
Another example is Christmas. Traditionally, according to the Gregorian calendar, it used to be celebrated on January 7th. However, just in 2023, the Orthodox Church of Ukraine changed the celebration of the Christmas Day to December 25th, in accordance with the revised Julian calendar.
This way, Ukrainians will celebrate one of the biggest holidays with the rest of the world. And on the political level, it is yet another step away from the influence of the Russian Orthodox Church.
So let's talk about Christmas.
Yes, I love Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays.
Christmas, or Різдво in Ukrainian, is a family holiday. Usually, extended families gather at their older family members' homes to have a Christmas Eve dinner, свята вечеря.
There are a lot of customs and traditions related to this day. First of all, there are supposed to be 12 traditional vegetarian dishes on the table and no alcohol, but fish is allowed.
Now that you know some of the names of Ukrainian dishes, let's take a look at the menu for свята вечеря.
Куття is the most important dish at the Christmas dinner. It is usually prepared from boiled wheat, or in some regions with rice, and generously seasoned with honey, poppy seeds, nuts, and dried fruits. Eating this dish on the Christmas Eve is believed to bring good health, harvest, and procreation.
Голубці, cabbage rolls.
Вареники, dumplings with vegetable filling.
Lean borscht with no sour cream.
Fish dishes, fried, baked, or jellied.
Деруни, the potato pancakes.
Boiled or mashed potato.
Stewed cabbage with mushrooms or prunes.
Any variation of the mushroom dishes. These usually include white mushrooms, champignons, or penny buns.
Пиріжки, the little stuffed pies.
Узвар, a rich and fragrant compote of dried pears, apples, plums, and apricots.
Pickled tomatoes and cucumbers.
And of course, bread. Because of an essential value of bread and an appropriate attitude to it, it shouldn't be thrown away. In my family, for example, if someone drops a piece of bread, they would have to pick it up, kiss it 3 times, and then eat it.
And in my family, leftover pieces of bread will be given to the animals or birds to eat. These are some of the typical dishes for Ukrainian Christmas Eve dinner, but of course some regions and even families have their own traditions that they follow.
And on Christmas Day, as the fasting is over, we can finally enjoy our ham, sausages, and other meats. But Christmas is not only about food. There are a lot of other activities that people do for Christmas, and one of them is caroling, kolyada in Ukrainian.
Kolyada is a tradition of singing Christmas carols and blessings.
A group of people used to walk from house to house and sing carols to every member of the family, sometimes to the livestock and even to the bees.
Today, kolyada is being widely practiced in both rural and urban settings in Ukraine.
By the way, many of you might be familiar with at least one very popular Ukrainian carol, Щедрик, known in the English-speaking world as the Carol of the Bells.
The story of this song is quite amazing. It starts with the Ukrainian National Chorus, a musical company that toured the world to represent Ukrainian culture.
On October 5, 1922, the Ukrainian National Chorus, conducted by Alexander Koshets, was performing at Carnegie Hall in New York City.
According to the legend, in the audience that night was a choral director named Peter Vilhovsky, who would go on and write the famous English lyrics about sweet silver bells ringing din-don, din-don.
Let's listen to the original recording of the Щедрик song in Ukrainian.
You can learn more about the history behind the Carol of the Bells from these links.
Another very important holiday for many Ukrainians is Easter.
In Ukrainian, it's called Великдень, which literally means the great day.
Великдень is another big family holiday. Traditionally, it includes many stages of preparation.
For instance, the first day before Easter is called Чистий четвер, Clean Thursday. People usually clean their homes and cleanse themselves in anticipation of the celebration.
Friday, or Страсна п'ятниця, is when people are contemplating the death of Jesus on the cross.
Most of the cooking is done on Saturday.
In early morning on the Easter day, families go to the church to have their Easter baskets blessed.
The atmosphere in and outside the church during the Easter service is quite spectacular, with rows of Easter baskets illuminated with candles.
And then, after the church, families gather to share a meal together.
The Easter baskets usually include паска, крашанки, писанки, ковбасу, сало, and other things.
The main dishes on the Easter table are Easter bread, паска, and painted eggs, крашанки and писанки.
Паска is a type of sweet bread with raisins and honey.
Крашанки are eggs painted in one color. Писанки are decorated eggs with intricate geometrical and floral designs, not painted but written, using the wax-resisting method. The art of making писанки has become emblematic for Ukraine.
By the way, we have a great писанка artist here in Bloomington, Natalie Kuzma-Kravchuk. She hosts regular workshops and demonstrations of the писанка making every spring. Do you remember the greeting for Easter?
Христос воскрес!
Воістину воскрес! You have probably noticed the embroidered shirts we are wearing today.
They are called вишиванка, from the word вишивати, to embroider.
I am wearing a more traditional вишиванка.
And I'm wearing a modern-style вишиванка.
Ukrainians are very proud of their traditional and diverse embroidery styles because it is one of the markers of our national identity.
The first Вишиванка Day was organized in 2006 in the city of Chernivtsi.
The idea was immediately picked up in other places, and now every third Thursday of May we celebrate an International Вишиванка Day.
People proudly wear their vyshyvankas everywhere, to work, to school, and celebrate this beautiful part of Ukraine's material culture.
Another very fun holiday is Ivana Kupala.
Ivana Kupala is the summer solstice celebration. In other places, this holiday is known as John the Baptist. The Kupala night is celebrated on July 6th.
This holiday is a combination of Christian and pre-Christian traditions.
Ivan is an equivalent of the name John in Ukrainian for John the Baptist, and Kupalo is a god from the Slavic mythology.
On the Kupala night, girls make beautiful flower wreaths and throw them to the water, a river, a lake, or a pond.
A boy then has to recognize and catch the wreath of the girl he likes, jump into the water, and bring it back to her.
If she accepts the wreath, it means that she publicly agrees to be his girlfriend.
Later that night, people make bonfires. And in order to solidify their relationships even more, they jump over the bonfire holding hands.
If a couple doesn't let go of their hands while jumping over the fire, their love will be pure and strong.
The celebration also includes singing and dancing around the bonfire.
Ivana Kupala is a really great and very romantic holiday.
Finally, Independence Day of Ukraine is one of the most important secular holidays.
It is celebrated on August 24th, the day when Ukraine finally became independent after the collapse of the USSR in 1991, when Ukraine signed the Declaration of Independence.
The Declaration of Independence was preceded by the national referendum when over 90% of Ukrainians voted for Ukraine to become an independent state.
On this day, we have parades, concerts, various public celebrations, and fireworks at night.
Many people also choose to wear their vyshyvankas, publicly wave Ukrainian flags, and sing the national anthem.
Today, Independence Day of Ukraine has gained a new, even more profound meaning, as our country is fighting fearlessly to protect its sovereignty, its land, and its people.
We really hope you enjoyed our series of episodes about Ukrainian language and culture.
I invite you to take Ukrainian language and culture classes at Indiana University, or to participate in our summer language workshop and take an intensive Ukrainian language course.
You can also join our Ukrainian Studies organization at IU. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Хай щастить, друзі!
Бувайте!